Hi guys, my name is Natalie and I just got back from a 2-month solo backpacking trip throughout Europe. I saw over 15 countries, which is insane. I still can't believe that happened. In this video, I wanted to share with you the 3 most delicious food items that I consumed on my trip to Europe. If you stop in any of the countries that I mentioned, then maybe you can add them to your itinerary and experience the amazing dishes from these restaurants and cafes, okay? And yes, oh my gosh, can you just not put your butt in the video? Thank you. And to be honest, this list was incredibly challenging to put together because I loved pretty much every single food opportunity in Europe, okay? And so to put together a list of just 3 entrees, that was a challenge in itself. This list is going to change your life if you do end up stopping at these places during your trip. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so we're starting the list in Paris. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're starting the list in Paris, as one should. When I was doing my research for finding the best food spot in Paris, I looked for the places that had the most reviews. Now, yes, I understand that could obviously be an issue because it's probably a tourist trap. I found one that had 3,300 reviews, and so I'm like, well, this place has to be amazing. This was one of those places where, yes, there are many reviews. Yes, the line is very long. Yes, it could be touristy, but it's also where locals go. And I know that because when I went inside, there were like a ton of, you could tell there were a ton of locals there that were just casually eating dinner by themselves. The place is called Les Relais del Entresote. I'm totally butchering that name. I don't speak French, so don't make fun of me. This place is a traditional French restaurant. I ordered the one thing that they have on the menu, and that is steak and fries and an amazing sauce, okay? Oh my gosh, when I say this was good, I am not messing around. The sauce itself, I could just drink it. The steak was very thin, I must say, but it was perfectly cooked, and they actually gave you not just one steak, but 2. What would happen is, as you're eating the steak and fries, they would come back around and be like, okay, here's round 2, and they'd give you more sauce, more steak, more fries. And I was like, oh yes, of course, thank you. I loved it. So the service was actually very good. I liked it a lot, and I even got a dessert from that restaurant, but the steak and fries was like one of the best entrees that I consumed in Paris. But because I am a foodie and it's really hard to just pick one, there's also an amazing dish, escargot, that I had from, it was called Café Beloy, and this place is actually, you could see the Eiffel Tower from the corner of the cafe. I went all out here. Like, I got pizza, I got escargot, I got the dessert, I got everything. But the escargot is literally all that you need to consume because they give you amazing bread with it. And then the escargot is like submerged in this amazing butter sensation. Oh my gosh. And then the escargot is like perfectly cooked. I mean, it was phenomenal. If you're wondering, escargot, that's what snails are. So don't hold back. I would highly recommend going there if you're in Paris. Number 2 is, again, I can't make a decision, so this is a tie between the pizza and the gelato in Bari, Italy. If you didn't know, Bari, Italy is a very authentic Italian city, and I say authentic because there's not 1,000,001 tourists there. There's a ton of locals all around that are literally making pasta in the streets. With that mindset, you can just imagine how amazing the pizza, the gelato, like all the food, okay? And the focaccia is like phenomenal over there in Bari as well. I went to a pizza spot called Pizzeria di Cosimo Maro, and this place had like over 30 different pizza options that you could choose from, which was a little bit overwhelming. The pizza was like for €5 or like €6. Like, it was so cheap, and they made the pizza in the wood fire oven, so it was like super fast, the cooking process. I was blown away by the flavor. You could sit outside. I went there right before the sunset, so it was still light outside, but at night they have these beautiful lights as well, so you can like sit outside and enjoy like a drink and some pizza. And then I also, right after the pizza, I got the gelato. I'll throw the name up right here. I ended up getting the pistachio ice cream, and then I got whipped cream on top, and the whipped cream just changed the game. Like, if there was no whipped cream on that cone, I don't know where I would be today. But you have to try that gelato. Honestly, get the pizza and then just walk a couple of blocks and get the gelato. You will fall over because you're so happy. I'm not kidding. And if you are wondering where to get gelato when you are in Italy or when you're just in Europe in general, I tried over 46 gelatos when I was in Europe in those like 60 days or so. And I created a video, I'll throw it up here if it's live, where I go over and review every single gelato place that I went to. Anyway, that gelato in Bari was exceptional. I would go back to eat that in a heartbeat. Number 3, my next favorite food item. This isn't really an entree at all, but it's the cardamom rolls from Juno the baker in Copenhagen. Oh my gosh. If you have done your research, you'll know that Copenhagen, the most popular bakery item is the cardamom roll, which is basically, and I've never had a cardamom roll before going to Europe, so that was kind of exciting for me. But it's kind of like, it's the perfect combination of savory and sweet. It's like super soft, flaky dough, and they basically roll it together into like this beautiful little like circle. I can't, oh my God, it's so good. They put beautiful sugar right on top with some cardamom seeds, so you get that like sweet and savory combination. And when you take a bite into the cardamom roll, it's crispy on the bottom, it's flaky and gooey kind of on the inside. Oh my gosh, Juno the baker does it the best, okay? And there are lines, but you can kind of get around that if you get there super early and then there's no line, okay? I tried a lot of cardamom rolls when I was in Copenhagen and Amsterdam too, but the ones in Copenhagen were fire. So I would highly recommend going to Juno the baker. You will not be disappointed at all. And then number 4, I couldn't do a list of my favorite food items without throwing in an acai bowl. I did try an acai bowl pretty much in every country that I went to. When I went to Italy and I got an acai bowl, I was like extremely disappointed. I was in Rome and I got this like Dixie cup, and they put frozen or canned fruit inside of the acai bowl, and I'm like, what is going on? It was a huge disappointment for me. When I was in Barcelona, that is where I found the best acai bowl in all of Europe. I'm not kidding. This place is called Acai and Me. It was so good. I think I had, one of the days I had 3 acai bowls in one day from the same place. Oh my God. I'll tell you my order. I love the Hold My Banana bowl. And then I also loved the Play My Pistachio bowl. That one had a pistachio nut butter on top. It was so good. I also tried the naughty one, which I didn't love as much, but if I was going to order just one acai bowl, it would be the Hold My Banana because the toppings ratio is exceptional. Highly recommend that. It will change your life, okay? Those are my top 3 dishes that you should absolutely order when you are in Europe. I know I had 4 on the list, but that's just because I love food and I couldn't just keep it to 3. So I would highly recommend going to those places. If you're doing your own backpacking trip, or maybe if you're just going to like one of those countries, I would just check it out, okay? If you have other amazing food places that you've been to in Europe, let me know in the comments down below because I want to know. I love hearing recommendations and checking it out for myself. So that is it for this video. I love you so much and I will see you in the next one. Bye.